clásicos y más música, por supuesto, de las Spice Girls en Playtime. How do you work together when one of you bring up a melody, you put lyrics, and then you put...
And about a vibe as well.
You're the harmony girl, no? I was told or not?
No, well, we all just it depends. Different songs, different things. It depends how you're feeling that day. One might sit there and go, oh, I haven't got any ideas. Next minute, the other girl goes, oh, I've got this great idea. It depends. It changes every day. You know, when we're writing.
All five of us always have to be there because it's based on a vibe.
Sometimes you work alone, and then, you know, there are some songs that probably, because you sang Spice Girls, but even Lennon, McCartney, or Jaggers and Richards, you know, sometimes a melody belongs to one of them, and, you know, there's a society that, you know, will...
It's not like democratic. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? One might come in, Victoria might say, oh, I've thought of this great idea, you know, and it's going around in my head. She might come in and think, that's great. And then, you know,
we always elaborate on everything, because like, what we say is 5 heads are better than one. Do you know what I mean? So we just get the best of 5 worlds.
Yeah. You need it to make it that sort of richer sound, to make it Spice Girls, I think.
And how you changed the sound for the second album? I had a chance to hear it.
Not changed
but it's different. It's a different. It's a variety of music.
But I think that's from when, you know, we said earlier that we've travelled a lot of the world, we've picked up different cultures, and we've brought them home with us and put them on some different songs. Like we've got some brilliant Spanish guitar, we've got Latino in the...
Yeah, different flavours,
different flavours. Obviously we've matured a bit because we've been around the world. But it's still very spicy, it's still Spice Girls.
I think it's when it's moved on
very
to the
pop.
next
You know
level again.
Excuse me, Mel? Excuse me, I lost what you were saying. I interrupted you, know. Sorry for that. It's the second time I'm interrupting you.
It's just moved on. It's like progressed. Like Emma said, it's matured more. And I think because all us 5 have individually matured as well.
Yeah,
so it's obvious it was going to happen.
That first album, that was written, you know, when we first, you know, became Spice. So, you know, that was our oldest material, and the world didn't get that material till 2 years later. And this album's so current, it's so up to date, the way we feel, you know, it was written, you know, this summer. So it's obviously there's going to be a massive divide. And also we really sort of, you know, went to town on it. We always said we wanted to do a, you know, Motown song, we want to do a great garage song, we want to do a great, you know, R&B song, so we, you know, went out and did that, took it to the max.
Actually, a song that we didn't put on the album because like we like to try different styles, which is going to be a B-side, is a reggae track.
Which is
really good, yeah.
Absolutely wicked. Love it.
Why didn't you put it as a bonus track in the...
No, we always take it for the B.
Some additions, you know, it's like... Are you... you know, do you realize that you are bringing back the pop sound? I particularly am a fan of the pop sound, the clean pop sound.
Yeah, good melody.
It's very hard to elaborate a pop song, you know. Sometimes, you know, you have this progressive alternative, but to get it right in 3 minutes or 2,
Pop is great.
You know, we always felt, another thing that we always talked about was, you know, a good pop tune, you know, passes the old grey whistle test. You know, whether it doesn't rely on the production, the postman or the dustman can sing it. We always said that. We wanted our songs to really come out that way, so everybody can sing along to them.
But you have great arrangements that make the difference. As far as I, you know, listen to you, I think that the arrangements, and there are some things musically that makes a difference besides the melody.
Yeah. But we always make, basically, you know, there's always a strong verse that goes into the bridge, chorus. You know, we do have that formula. We have the, you know, we like, on the producing, we really, you know, overlook, you know, the engineer when he's doing it, basically make sure our vocals are right up there, you know, there's a good pounding bass line, it's not, you know, nothing's drowning out anything, there's not too much going on.
And we also like to work with different, you know, producers. We don't like to go with the run-of-the-mill that everybody else uses. We like to use our own, and we've used these 2 sets of men who've been brilliant for us, and they've, you know, they're new as well to it, so they've worked with us and not just, you know, done their own thing, so it's been really good.
Vamos a la charla con las Spice Girls y disfrutamos lo que pasó de esta manera. Going back to the past, and this is one thing that you have answered many, many times, but I would like to know the beginnings of each of you. Now, Victoria, that you're very silent in this conversation.
Before the band, I was a dancer, and I used to do bits and pieces of singing as well. You know, I always wanted to be, you know, it's always something I've dreamt of, but never really knew quite how to, you know, how to do it really until I met the other girls and realised that they shared the same dreams as me.
You were taught to have been the richest of the five. Is it true?
No, I mean, we're often
Yeah.
sort of, we're all, no, the truth is, well, no, the truth is, you know, I mean, we're all from the same class, you know, we're all from working class families.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, my father's worked really hard and he's got his own business. But, you know.
He was a musician in the beginning?
Yeah, he was in a band in the 60s.
Big influence for you musically, I mean?
I think so, yeah, because, you know, he always played music in the house and you know, he was really into it.
That's good. What about you, Milsey?
I was very similar beginning to Victoria, actually. I started out as a dancer, but this is what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to be a pop star. And yeah, before the band, I was unemployed, actually, trying to find work.
You have to sing the UB40 form, yeah.
I think I've all done that.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
What about you, Mel B?
I was into quite a few things, mainly dancing and singing. But I did a lot of like choreography and teaching, and went to music college. So I was a mixture of all that kind of entertainment mad life that you get yourself into.
The other models were you, Jerry, and Emma?
Different kinds of models.
Yeah, well.
I
I'd rather, you know, I love Emma, and as I told you before, the camera were on. You know, I played this game in the internet,
Yeah, the
your
Spice
web
Girl
official,
Network.
and I'm similar apparently to Emma. My personality is close to Emma's one, but. I'd rather take your pictures.
Would you?
Modeling, yeah.
Well, that was in the past.
Sorry.
Well, that was in the past. I tried lots of different things. You know, I mean, I was a jack of all trades. I was very young. Well, we'll come back to you because he's his favourite. But, you know, I tried lots of different
You're
things.
talking about my eyes, I'm flattered. No, I'm trying to avoid, you know.
I was saying,
Yeah.
oh, you fancy Emma? It's dark. And he goes, yeah.
Yeah. So you were just...
Yeah, I did that. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not embarrassed by it. It's something I've done. You know, I wouldn't do it now, really. And, you know, I tried lots of things. But, you know, I was a game show hostess. You know, I was at college. I was an aerobics teacher. I was just, you know, a girl getting by. You know, I didn't go to, like, drama college like the rest of them. But, you know, I had exactly the same dream as Victoria. And when I met this lot, you know, we shared that same, we had that common ground.
I was really, really hard and my dreams came true.
Yeah.
What about you, Emma, now? My favorite.
Oh, thank you. I had a go at everything. I went to theatre school where I did some acting, singing, dancing, and then I went on to college.
Did models?
Yeah, I was a child model for Megazine.
But she was catalogue,
Catalogue, and then
clothes on.
Yeah, and I just did bits of TV and radio and stuff like that.
Besides being chosen by the, if I'm not wrong, the top of the pop editor, your nicknames, are you comfortable with your nickname? It represents each personality. That one of the things that probably, you know, attracts of the Spice Girls, different personalities.
Don't take it too seriously,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
I take mine very
You're not that scary, you know. You're not scary. You're sporty because you have all this, but you're scary. I'm not as scared.
She can be quite scary.
Yeah, really.
Can be.
scary in the morning.
But it's like, it's anyway, you know, everyone calls their name, you know, friends funny names, you know what I mean? You don't take it too seriously. I mean, Victoria, at the end of the day, although she's posh, but she's not truly posh, do you know what I mean? It's like Ginger, I'm out of a bottle. But do you know what I mean?
You know I am, really.
Yeah.
Oh, she is
I
totally.
think Vicky's well posh now.
Totally posh, yeah.
Yeah, but Jodie, you weren't talking about the hair on your head.
Oh, it's down below. See, then it is a facade.
Yeah. Well, lucky who knows.